This following critical incident briefing is intended to provide you with information about a recent incident which resulted in a deputy-involved shooting. This briefing has been prepared so that you may have a better understanding of the circumstances which led to the use of force. As a part of this briefing, you may be shown photographs of the scene and the evidence involved, both surveillance video and body-worn camera video, and additional information relevant to the event. We hope this provides you with a better understanding of what occurred, based on what we know as of this moment. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department conducts very thorough use of force investigations. Every deputy-involved shooting is a traumatic event for all involved. Each deputy-involved shooting is reviewed by independent investigative agencies to ensure compliance with the law and Sheriff's Department policy. Even as the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department conducts its own investigation, investigators and attorneys with the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office conduct their own independent review when someone is struck by gunfire. These investigations typically require multiple witness interviews, review of video footage, and analysis of significant amounts of forensic evidence. We are in the very early stages of this investigation. Our understanding of the incident may change as additional evidence is collected, analyzed, and reviewed. We do not draw conclusions about whether the involved department members acted consistent with the law, our policies, and our training until all the facts are known and the entire investigation is complete. A word of caution: the images and information you are about to see may be disturbing. When a law enforcement officer uses force to effect an arrest of a suspect or defend against an attack, it can be graphic and difficult to watch. Viewer discretion is advised.
On March 31, 2021, at approximately 8:40 p.m., East Los Angeles Sheriff's Station received a 911 call from a resident in the 5100 block of Live Oak Street in the city of Cudahy. The caller reported a family member was having a mental health crisis and creating a disturbance by pushing other family members. The person was identified as Isais Cervantes, a 25-year-old male Hispanic. According to the family member calling the station, Cervantes has obsessive-compulsive disorder, depression, anxiety, and is hard of hearing.
911, what is your emergency?
I have a mental health crisis.
What's the problem, ma'am?
My brother here, he's hard of hearing, and he has mental problems. He's been very aggressive with my mom.
He's like hitting her?
Yeah, he's pushing her.
What's the address?
He's Live Oak Street in Cudahy.
Live Oak Street in Cudahy?
Yes.
And what is he diagnosed with?
He has anxiety, OCD, depression, and he's hard of hearing.
And this is your brother? How old is he?
He's about 25.
What's his first and last name?
Isais Cervantes.
So Israel Cervantes?
Isais. I-S-A-I-A-S. Cervantes.
Isaias, right?
Yes.
What color shirt and pants is he wearing?
Jeans and a blue soccer jersey. He's here in the house. Can you guys send him to a hospital?
Yeah, I'm going to send someone out there to help you. Just give me 1 sec, okay? Just answer some questions. They're already on their way. Just trying to see what's going on with him, okay? So blue soccer jersey and blue pants. And he's diagnosed with OCD and depression.
And anxiety. And he's hard of hearing.
Is he on his medication or off his medication?
He's on.
What part of the house is he in?
I'm sorry?
What part of the house is he in?
He's from the living room into his room.
Where is he at right now?
Inside the house.
Are you guys outside?
I'm outside.
Where's your mom at? She's inside with him?
Yeah, she's inside with him. But he's arguing with her and pushing her. And a therapist is even here, so trying to calm him down, but he's not calming down. He's just getting violent.
Okay, we're on our way. Stay in the line, ma'am.
Recently, 26 to handle 26 Palm Via Assist for 15 family, 924 931 Oak Street. Brother male Hispanic 25 named in call wearing blue soccer jersey, blue pants, diagnosed OCD, depression, anxiety, arguing, and pushing family EDP inside and for make self known in front, tag 323.
While on their way to the call, deputies coordinated and discussed the availability of less lethal force options. At approximately 8:50 p.m., 2 deputies assigned to the city of Cudahy arrived at the residence. They contacted family members and a crisis counselor outside of the residence near the sidewalk. Cervantes was still inside of the residence. The crisis counselor had informed the deputies she had not been able to gain Cervantes' cooperation, and his behavior had escalated from verbally aggressive to physically aggressive. The crisis counselor had been working with Cervantes for approximately 6 weeks and was called to the residence due to his verbally aggressive demeanor. The deputies spoke with Cervantes' mother and the crisis counselor, gathering additional details about Cervantes' behavior for approximately 5 minutes before approaching the residence and attempting to speak to Cervantes. This conversation was translated from Spanish to English in the body-worn camera footage. The deputies walked to the open front door of the residence and remained in the threshold. From this position, they saw Cervantes seated on a couch in the living room. A deputy asked Cervantes to step out of the house to speak with them, but he refused. Cervantes invited the deputies into the living room. The deputies explained to Cervantes he was not under arrest, but he is leaving no other option than to be put in handcuffs. When Cervantes continued to invite them inside, the deputies entered the living room. The deputies intended on detaining him to speak to him outside in front of the residence. Cervantes complied with the deputies who assisted him in standing up. The deputies each grasped Cervantes' arm and began to place his hands behind his back. Cervantes' demeanor suddenly changed from cooperative to assaultive, and he attacked one of the deputies. A violent struggle ensued, which caused both of the body-worn cameras worn by the deputies to become dislodged from their uniforms and fall inside the room. During the struggle, Cervantes attempted to disarm one of the deputies by pushing his gun holster strap forward and pulling on his handgun, partially removing it from the holster. The deputy pushed down on Cervantes' hand and pushed the gun completely back into the holster. Seen here is a picture captured by the body-worn camera from the floor. Cervantes is behind the deputy with his right hand directly over the deputy's firearm. During the struggle, one deputy is heard saying, "He is going for my gun." The second deputy asked, "Does he have your gun?" The second deputy fired a single shot at Cervantes, striking him one time in the left side of his torso. A few seconds later, a deputy is heard saying, "Let go, let go." A female civilian voice says, "Isaiah, you need to let go of the gun, Isaiah." Although struck, the deputies continued to struggle with Cervantes until they gained control of his hands and handcuffed him. The deputies immediately requested paramedics and placed Cervantes in a recovery position. The deputies monitored his breathing until the arrival of the Los Angeles County Fire Department paramedics. Cervantes was transported by ambulance to a local hospital where he received medical treatment. During the assault, Cervantes punched the deputy in his face and used his hand to gouge the deputy's face and eyes. This resulted in facial abrasions, bilateral eye contusions, corneal abrasions, and a cervical sprain. There were no other persons injured in the incident. Now we will play both deputies' body-worn camera footage. The recording will last approximately 10 minutes in order to provide the unedited information related to the deputies prior to the contact with Cervantes.
Y está ahorita porque no entiende que fuimos a caminar y está enojado porque dice que no le compré un snack. Ajá. Pero la meta que tenemos con él es tenerlo activo. Ajá. Y así va a ganar con el interés de ganar dinero. Sí. Y hoy se ganó $1. Pero como lo que quería no costaba $1, se nos molestó allí aquí en el snack store y dijo que no lo quiere y de ahí empezó a agredirme verbalmente.
Okay, empezó a
Porque
gritar.
él en su cabeza sí,
Ok.
no está
¿Y ahora ha
acomodado.
sido físicamente con usted? ¿La ha empujado? ¿La ha hecho algo?
Ahorita me tapa y luego me tachó así, me dijo hazte para allá.
Ajá.
Y luego me tachó la cabeza hazte para acá porque
¿Eso
él,
ha pasado antes?
sí, ya había pasado.
¿Es algo que pasa común?
No muy seguido, pero...
¿Cuándo fue la última vez que
La
le...
última vez, ¿qué sería? Como no, el año pasado,
Ajá.
porque... ¿Qué sería? Como en octubre.
Ok.
Octubre.
Ok. ¿Y qué quiere que hagamos nosotros?
Pues ahorita él mismo les llamó el 911, porque
Ok.
es lo que hace. Y luego deja el teléfono descolgado y yo oigo y él está
Él
gritando.
nos habló hoy.
Él les habló.
¿Él es agresivo con los policías?
No.
¿Es agresivo con nosotros?
No.
¿Han venido los policías aquí antes?
Sí.
¿Sí?
Sí.
¿Y qué ha pasado las otras veces?
Hablan con él.
Ok. ¿En un momento se ha puesto agresivo?
Con los policías no.
¿No?
No. Él
You
piensa que
handle- did you
no
coordinate the other call?
le
Yeah, I
hace nada.
coordinated. I think they gave it to you, but I'll take it. I coordinated that already.
Ok, thank you.
¿Hay armas allá adentro?
No.
No. Ok, si le hablamos a él que salga para afuera, ¿va a salir?
Sí.
Ok.
Ahorita quería salir.
Ok, ¿tiene enfermedad o no tiene enfermedad mental?
Salud mental.
Ok, ¿y
Eso.
si toma medicamento o no?
Sí.
¿Ha tomado su medicamento
Sí.
hoy? Y exactamente qué pasó ahorita.
Se enojó porque no le compré un snack. Y como él traía dinero, pero el de su hermano.
Ajá.
Y es gemelo. Mi otro hijo está en silla de ruedas.
Ajá.
Y dijo, él tiene dinero. Pero ahorita estamos trabajando con la coordinadora, ella, con la trabajadora, en tenerlo más activo. Y el contrato fue de que va a caminar y se le va a pagar $1 para que esté activo, porque con esto de la pandemia él está tan miedoso que no quiere salir afuera.
Ok. ¿Y él te ha tratado a dañar a ti?
Él me empujó,
Okay.
me empuja así con la
Anyone in the South End
me cruza que
available to take a 211 Joe 902R,
luego me tachó.
7300 Atlantic.
Mom is sock, mom is liar.
So she's trying to walk away, but he's physically blocking her and
Copy.
using his body to push against her. So, and he's also, I think the sister said that he pushed her and then...
Yeah, 22, he also has
Y ahorita se enojó porque a las 7 él tiene que darme su tableta y por eso se enojó más. O ya se había calmado, pero se molestó más porque le digo, ya son las 8 y
Henry 27.
él tiene problemas para entender intelectual.
Copy, sir. I'm going to be slightly delayed to bring this 5038. I'll take any papers, sir. Sure. Go ahead and just check last seen at the liquor store across from the street when you come down, sir. 26, I'm going to be breaking off for 211 just first.
All right, copy that. I appreciate it. If you don't mind, I just go ahead and contact the operator and I'll be over there for you.
Él piensa que ustedes son malos, que le van a hacer daño.
Ok.
Y eso.
¿Cómo se llama él?
Isaías.
Isaías?
Sí.
Hot radio.
Isaías! Are you Isaías?
Yeah, that's it.
Eso no.
¿Cuál es su dirección aquí?
¿Mande?
¿Cuál es su dirección aquí?
I'll
put it up.
Okay, Isaías, you want to come over here real quick? I want to talk to you. We're here to help you out, okay? Can you step out over here, please?
Please. 26 Solomon 26, making entry.
I need you to come over here, okay? I prefer that you come over here, please.
I'm additionally unit making it Oak Street today.
Can you step over here, please? Okay, come over here. You're not under arrest, but you're not giving me no option to place handcuffs on you. So what do you...
Señora, ¿puedes esperarnos allá?
Usually 27 48 951 7015 Telegraph Road at Home Depot.
Stand up. You're not under arrest. Just stand up. Please. Stand up. Thank you.
He's wearing a gray shirt, gray pants, both left.
SEC 10-3, give me a patch. 998, 998. Live Oak Street in Cudahy. Let me get your code. I need you guys to get back, please. Get back! I need you to get back. I need you to get back. SEC 26. Let me get 904 to go ahead and roll it, please.
You guys can't get off him in this.
Yes, we are good.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay.
Okay, hold on, hold on, hold
Let me
on.
secure my gun.
Isaiah.
Handcuff his arm?
Let go
Handcuff his arm?
of the gun, Isaiah.
You got his arm?
Oh, yes, let me get my body cam real quick. Let me get my body cam. Go. Okay, where's his head? Right there.
Yeah, I got his hand
Left
up.
arm. Okay. Take off.
I got his hand away from my gun.
Okay.
Isaiah, he needs to let go.
Secure his arm. And after you handcuff him. Here.
All right,
You
I
got
got my
it?
hook. Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
I got his arm. Okay.
Okay. Turn around.
Turn around.
Turn around. Okay. Sir, please stop fighting. We're here to help you out.
Handcuff him. Recovery position. Recovery
Stop.
position. Recovery position. I got your flashlight over here.
As you see, it's going to be 902R for the suspect.
Be advised, we're going to have one handcuff, recovery position at the center.
Okay. I need you to go back, please. That's going to be a negative. We're going to be detaining one in handcuffs right now. We just need 902R to serve over there, please.
Another room has to be both probably he needs attention.
Hold on, we're dealing
Hold
with
on.
something right now, ladies.
Please,
Relax.
wait. Go back over there, please. I'm begging you, go over there. All right, go back. Take him out. Take him back, please. Take him back, please. Take him back. Man, you need to go
Get
out.
out of the house. The house isn't clear yet.
SEC 26, the house is not cleared yet. Let me get 2 additional units to make entry and check the house, please.
I don't know where my camera is at. I'll hold the doors over here.
You okay, partner?
He scratched my eye, he's scratching my face. I don't know if I have anything visible, my face and my eyesight. I'll hold the doors over here.
During an interview with a family member after the incident, the family member stated Cervantes was upset over his father being in the hospital. Cervantes had told the family member to call the police and, quote, tell them to shoot me, end quote. In addition, he also told the family member, quote, I don't want my dad to die and I want to die too, end quote. The preliminary investigation has revealed that earlier in the same evening, at 7:26 p.m., East Los Angeles Sheriff's Station received a 911 hang-up call from the Cervantes residence. The dispatch personnel called the number back, but there was a busy signal. It was confirmed by family members that Cervantes had made the 911 call. Isaias Cervantes had no criminal history, but was previously placed on a mental observation hold.
The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department has begun a thorough and in-depth investigation. Homicide investigators will continue to investigate this incident by completing additional interviews, examining additional evidence and toxicology results, and completing forensic reviews of the involved evidence. When completed, the facts of the investigation will be presented to the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office Justice System Integrity Division for review and a determination whether the force used was within the law. Following the District Attorney's review, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department Internal Affairs Bureau will complete an administrative investigation of the incident. The Internal Affairs Bureau will present the case to the Executive Force Review Committee, which will evaluate the performance of the deputies and determine if their tactics and use of deadly force were within policy and met the high standards of the Sheriff's Department. On behalf of Sheriff Alex Villanueva, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department is appreciative of your interest and understanding in this incident.